Hello and welcome to class The Art of Prosperity. Prosperity refers not only to wealth or any material possession, but also in general feeling of well-being in life, abundance, related to abundance, to anything that we can think of, whether it's health, friendship, interest, that all can be prosperous. Prosperous, it's feeling good, feeling well, and having enough, and feeling that we have enough of everything. That could be true, but what determines this state? And that we're going to talk about it today, how to create this feeling using the law of attraction and strengthening it with Neurographica. I'm Alina Smolyansky, a certified instructor of Neurographica, and I have a various background as also an artist, a writer, and course creator. Sure that many of you are familiar with the law of attraction. Prosperity, abundance. This is such a popular topic when we talk about the law of attraction, but what it is, whether we think about what it is. In Neurographica, we use the law of attraction all the time because all it about Neurographica, we're trying to change our perception. So the law of attraction suggests that everything that surrounds us is a reflection of our thoughts. So much our thoughts, but our vibrations. And if we think about in terms of vibration, and everything is vibration, the world exists because of these vibrations. And the universe is neutral. It doesn't matter for it whether it's a sunshine, rain, more rain, storm, tornado, earthquake, it doesn't matter. It doesn't evaluate it, as well as no any other creatures on earth, except a human being, decide to judge whether anything good or bad. It is what it is. So the same as nature. However, what happens with us, a human being, we start analyzing and deciding what's good or bad, evaluation. And probably you know the story about a couple who used to live in a very beautiful, nice place, and they were evicted because they decided to start evaluating, and they get this knowledge about the good and evil. And they lost sense of happiness and everything else, and including material possessions that were giving for them just for free, just because they were there. Similar, giving certain estimation, valuation, good or bad, we send with it certain frequencies, certain vibes with our emotions. It's not only about our thoughts, and thoughts, they add emotions. So when we send these emotions to, we get them back, because the universe is neutral, and like a boomerang, we send and they return to the same, or maybe with a high amplitude, because universe is much more powerful than us. Moreover, as we continue to work ourselves into this problem, we can start thinking and increasing that. It's like a snowball, like a chain reaction. We send that, and that will be giving to us the same reflection of us. We will talk much more about this in the course. The course Drawing Prosperity will consist of 3 sessions. That's why it's so important to give everything positive vibes. I can hear you, and I know myself, I caught myself so many times when something happened, and I kept on thinking about it, and that so-called lessons were coming back to me, situation repeated. So as I experienced certain emotions in my life, and I kept thinking about them, I experienced similar events, as if the universe, whatever you think, perceived this my emotional state, and it returns similar circumstances for me to experience what I emanated from myself. And that I started paying attention in the last couple months, especially last month, and I did find that it was true. Please be attentive. Physical reality doesn't respond instantly. Even if you think that we changed something, like we decided to change, we changed, it doesn't happen, and we become disappointed. Physical reality has a little bit of delay, and that's why it's so important. It's to persist in our power of thinking, using willpower, developing a habit, starting with something small steps. So that's what I wanted to share with you, is about the importance of staying positive. It's a huge topic, will be in our course. So I would like to share something that follow the course. We'll do a technique. That's how we can recreate the state of feeling well-being, and as a result, emanating our, so this is the course Drawing Prosperity, Neurographic Art for an Abundance Mindset. So that is, we will talk about in session 1, self-image and the mirror of prosperity. Self-image is one of the most important as how we're going to use our vibrations, how we can recreate them, attracting reality. Then we will talk in session 2, expanding abundance, because abundance is also mindset, and it's more than a physical level. It's more like psychology, the art of allowing. It's on sale right now, and you're welcome to join. So, and with this, I would like to start to use a drawing, how we can create this state of positive vibration, positive. And with this, I will switch to my drawing camera. I will use just a regular size paper. Theme of today, topic of today, I would like to create a state to elevate my emotions. Right now I'm feeling like average, not particularly excited and not particularly down. That's my state. And if we follow the same rule, if I maintain this emotional state of okay, most likely I will attract something okay, something like that. But I would like to be more joyful about my life. And now like we're drawing a springtime. Really would like to be more excited about what I'm doing about life, and more passionate about art, and of course about that's related to money. So the topic saying I would like to feel more, elevate my spirit in general. And particular, as we're talking about prosperity, yes, as being in business, as an artist, I would like to work with my wealth and financial part. That will be my topic for the course related to financial, but you're welcome to think of prosperity as something that's much more what you think is best for you. So, and with the idea, I would like us to start. We will use some visualization and other techniques. I will be more emphasis on visualization as what visualization, why we use it. It's an excellent tool to change our vibrations, that frequencies that we emanate emotional, and you can easily test it yourself. And that's what we're going to do right now. Please think about your emotional state right now on a scale from 1 to 10. How are you feeling? I would say like 5, 6. Now I would like to change something that I will use visualization. If you can think of any moment of your life, something pleasant, something, whether it's shopping, whether you met someone, laughing, any good moment in your life, think about it. Take a couple of minutes to visualize. You can recall or you can imagine. Now open your eyes. Move them side to side to bring yourself to this reality. Now think about what's your emotional state right now after this short visualization on a scale from 1 to 10. Do you notice any change? I think that's I brought it a little bit higher, like 6, 7, close around 7, I would say. Memories of me having very good coffee in Thailand. It was Saturday morning, and then it was sunshine, quiet, and just a very beautiful moment. And I imagine the taste of coffee, taste of warm croissant. So that's very simple, but it brought my emotions much higher. So from this state, as we're going to expanding, I'm going to draw, like, here's me. And I would like to, the drawing will be square, but I would like to place it vertical orientation, so it's like more energy. Indication, elevation. Position myself in the middle. And I draw a spiral. Just make sure that when you draw, just follow your hand, allow your hand, but you end it somewhere on the top, not at the bottom, but the top, like moving up. So that in general, if you know about energy, that spirals in general, in nature, this is the most efficient way of transferring energy. And then I add a neurographic line. So this is, we call it the spiral of good mood. What I suggest using is placing a few elements, like few events, that's something, events, meetings, good moments, like good moments in life, and draw energy from them, like in the spiral. The first you can think about, just to adding this, like memories, like making this, like fixing elements on the spiral as we move, expand it, emanate this energy using some memories. They're like anchors. Again, they could be memories, they could be imaginary events, it could be something now, anything that works for you. Just move your hand and decide where you. It could be different sizes. That will. Now I have a few good things about coffee, drinking coffee and cappuccino. Okay, so that will be like an imaginary place. So I'm gonna have a dream house. That's what I was thinking in travel. Actually, flying aircraft going up. So when you're not limited to 2 or 3, so the idea is to keep on adding. This is a drawing in progress. Even if you think about if it's helpful, that, for example, could be a spiral. Oh, for me, yeah, I know what this is. I add a spiral here, and it's related to the courses I'm taking and self-development courses. It's a very big part of my life, and when I find a new information, like for example today, and I found a new an interesting speaker that really brings me much. So what this good, and will like to mention about it, you probably heard about it was a question whether circles become spiral. No, I just included one, decided to spiral, because for me it's a symbol of evolution, personal evolution, and I always like finding new authors, something like new information about it. So that's why I put like a spiral. It could be any figure. It could be a circle, it could be triangle, it could be a figure, or even I can tell you for the future, I'm going to, when we finish the drawing, add some images into these circles using Photoshop, or you can glue pictures here. Something that's photos that relate specifically for this, what inspires me, what makes me feel good. Yeah, there's what I also wanted to mention about is the quantum leap. You probably heard about this expression and the concept of quantum leaping, and it refers to that state. Like quantum leap, it's a electron, it's nuclear physics. When suddenly electrons from their orbits, they change orbits. And that's what happens to us. You probably noticed that there was some time you observed that suddenly your mood shifted, or you changed your opinion about something, or belief changed from belief on something one, and suddenly it changed. That's what we call it choosing a new reality, like parallel reality, if you're familiar with this concept. Suddenly changing so much that we almost do not recognize ourselves. How could I think like that? And it's a spiral, no kind of spiral. That will be, for example, as if I think about something, creating my new reality, and I create with the lines, I indicate quantum leap. Something. That will be like from, instead of drawing the entire circle, it's like shortcut. I may add maybe probably more if I decide I recall a specific episode. I may place them here, placeholders. Like, for example, for your example, I can probably indicate like a star made of triangles. Actually, that I know what it is. I'm negotiating workshop retreat out of town, and I'm going to in May or June. I that's the it's like travel. I really would like it to happen, and there are many elements involved into it. So this will be when I think about it, I can elevate my spirit, create this quantum leap from that idea about this retreat. And not attended, but attend as an instructor, one of the additional instructors. That's a lady who is looking for yoga, and she wants to include neurographic and neuro art. That's the idea. So when thinking about it, I can include this. During the week, you can think about of your ideas, what brings you joy, and include that in your drawings and add as many figures as you want. The idea is to elevate your state. This is typically visualization. I do like a night and yes, it brings me to that state, and I would like to have this nice place, an art studio. If you think it could be even outside, for example. I do not know what it is yet. And I will include or some other sources. That become, if you know Neurographic, it's almost like adding more energy from outside. I don't know. I'm not, here's a known source, comes from somewhere to feed my ideas, knowledge, and create this state. typically with a spiral. We will always start, we start from the center, we extend it. You may create again, strengthen it. When you're drawing, you can stop for a few seconds. Imagine again, recall that cup of coffee or tasty meal or whatever you have here, and continue with the line. Like as we're drawing neurographic art, please remember you can include rounding. I started rounding with corners as I'm drawing. Not all of them, but the most important intersection where more than one line meet. I can strengthen, for example, this spiral. I'm considering taking courses from that. Well, I wouldn't say instructor, but to describe. Again, when you come to this figure, I will stop for a few seconds, imagine, and continue. Well, I want to, yeah, definitely I want to draw more of this to nourish this figure. So if I have triangles, I want to keep them sharp. If you're familiar with triangles and you feel safe drawing them, please use your triangles, but make sure that they are connected. So I round the corners that connect those three triangles. If they have a few elements, they has to be a combination. Everything has to fall into place. And I can continue. Traveling is my learning. And again, sending those energies up in the universe. It's a longer, thoughtful drawing, and I'm sure I will add more elements as if that's better to do it on your own. Well, here I would definitely like to add colors, because colors that speak to us, the emotional, very strong. We have emotional connection to the colors, but the emotional response, and Okay, so I will, let's say I would start with blue. You can color in every what works for you. My typical style when I color mandalas or spirals, I start from the center, sort of like radiating colors from the middle. A good question is there a particular direction where the triangle should point towards to? And yes and no. So, well, it's better to draw a triangle in such a way where it's almost like a base here, and it's pointing up. So up or sides, but desirable not. Here's the pointing to the bottom, but as you can see, these lines come here, and it's almost not, so this apex is not visible. No. Yes, I watched, so the pointing up is probably better idea. Like ascent versus descent. Then observe, of course, how you're feeling.
Like I need a bit more energy here.
Like want to add more lines to support this area. And please remember that if we're dealing with spirals, so spirals, when you draw, make sure that you draw in this direction. Do not come back. Now I keep a triangle sharp when I make this connection. Color. Only something more like. Yeah, it's good. Good green color. Please make sure that you create the drawing as for you as bright and attractive as possible. Adding some rounding on the lines. If you know Neurographica enough, so you know the concept. It's coloring. You know that we use field lines. You're familiar with the concept with field lines. Please add them. As a general, field lines become it's like the main movement of the spiral. So with this, I will add a stronger line, gathering my energy with the powerful. We're communicating with the universe. I gather all this energy. Nice. Send it. There was a question about coloring. I wouldn't say there are rules, but suggestions. In traditional in neurographic art also suggest using colors that coloring, so it covers like over the line, coloring over the lines, and more than one area. Like here is spread colors and also layer colors. So not one isolated area, but colors are used to unite area, to integrate the drawing. So we need to color more than one area. For example, if I do not color like one one specific element, one circle, but I was colors or outside as well, like spanning more than range the two cells, minimum two areas. We use colors and specific how to choose colors. We can use the theory of the 5 elements, which is a Chinese theory, or you can use the chakras colors, or just use your intuition. There are suggestions, but not rules, so you can use any colors you want, especially for this exercise. Also applying colors, it could be showing your pencil strokes, or it could be smooth if you want to create solid color, more solid color. Like this is having pencil strokes are more energetic, or smooth effect also creates a different visual effect. So that's with respect to drawing. Everything from here you can take it the way you want, and as much as you add the elements that that will help you with vibration, with like elevated state, with the joy, experiencing feelings like joy, gratitude, peace of mind, calmness, anything that we associate with positive. Yes, there's a good question. Yes, the field lines follow the spiral, so they can strengthen, reinforce this energy. Very good question about if I have a smaller spiral on the page and the field line goes through the entire spiral. Yes, I would suggest rounding, like anything to do with the field line. We want to include that spiral in the movement, that your element connect with the main spiral. So it's better to round the corners, because this rounding symbolize connection of different neurons and ideas. And again, that was a comment about something like peace in the world, but we start with ourselves. So if we think peaceful thought, we help by our vibration. So it's desirable to have more people doing that. That's why they use this world meditation. Like at the same time, people meditating at the same time. Like even, for example, our group, Y group is important. We have like 13, 14 people, and we were busy with the same stuff. We combined our energy and we send it with positive intentions. So that was our small contribution to the world. So just being able, like you, being able to generate this positive state of mind, joy, gratitude will help. We always start with ourselves. And that we can share only when we have this full, with our glass is full, and when the glass is full and they start spreading, like flowing over. That's when we share. But first we have to make sure that we feel ourselves enough to share. Not from scarcity, but from abundance within. Okay. So I wish you all to have this, cultivate that joyful abundance, prosperity mindset, and of course help it spread your message. And it will be spread by you having it, just by having it, by radiating it. Everything will flow into that pool that we call the universe and our earth. Spread our good messages,